everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be exploring Class 7 Science Chapter 9, Soil. Now, how is soil formed? Soil is formed from weathering of parent rocks. Now, what does weathering mean? Weathering means when the parent rock breaks down into crumbles and then some processes happen and then soil forms into fine particles. You see? The first stage of soil does not have any pores, pores meaning water cannot pass through them because they're just bits and pieces of rock. After some time, the soil develops pores which hold water and air. The soil has humus too. This process takes hundreds of years, okay? It's not just like in one day you'll get soil. Depending on the color, size of particles, and texture, we can sort out soil into various types. Soil profile. The soil profile is the layers or the horizons of soil. The horizons of soil. Some important terms. Humus. Humus is the decaying matter in soil, so the dead or the decaying matter which makes the soil sometimes fertile or maybe gives more nutrients. Parent rock is the rock which was weathered and then made into soil. Now, weathering meaning breakdown of not soil but rock. Properties of soil. There's percolation, which is / flow of water through soil. The flow of water through soil, some soil let water flow while some absorb it. Rate of percolation can be calculated through this formula right here. Rate of percolation is equal to amount of water by time is equal to ml by minute. So the water is going to be measured in ml and time is going to be measured in minutes. You can try this, very easy. So if we take 5 ml for example, then we take 5 minutes, this crosses out into 1. Now 1 is the rate of percolation, right? Or 1 ml per minute. Okay. Moisture. Moisture is the amount of water in soil. Dry soil also has some moisture. Even though it's dry, it still has some amount of water. Clay soil has the most moisture. Now we're gonna understand what is clay soil, what's dry soil, all those things in the video. Texture. Texture is the size of particles. Different soil have different texture. Now, you might think texture is how the soil feels, right? Now, how does that depend on the size of the particle? Now, if the particles are big, the soil will not feel fine and soft, it will be more hard. But if it's small, then it will feel fine and nice and soft and mushy. Absorption is also a property of soil. The absorption depends on how many pores the soil has. Clay soil has more pores and can absorb more water, while sandy soil has few or no pores and thus doesn't support vegetation. Doesn't support lots of vegetation, but some vegetation can be in sandy soil. Color. Color is also another property of soil. The minerals and nutrients can change the color of the soil. The color of the soil. Black. If the soil is black, then it means that there is more humus and minerals. But if it's red, meaning there is more iron present in the soil. pH of the soil. pH of the soil tells if it's acidic, basic, or neutral. We have studied this in the previous chapters. Air content. Air content is how much air is in the soil. If the particles are loosely packed, there will be more space for air to go through. But if the soil is compact, there is less space for air. Layers of the soil. This is a picture that I found from the book A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, and bedrock. This is how it might look. Humus is on the top, then we've got water, we've got clay, we've got sand, then we've got gravel, which is basically big pieces of rocks. Now, an A horizon This is the topsoil, rich in minerals and humus, dark in color, rich in nutrients, soft, easy water absorption, many insects and other stuff live here. Now B horizon, not too much humus, rich in minerals, hard texture, more compact than other layers, and light in color. C horizon or third layer has small rocks with cracks, which means they are partly weathered rocks. Bedrock, which is the last layer of the soil, large rock not weathered at all, no wind or water can reach there, and very hard in texture. Pollution in soil. Pollution in soil can be done by plastics because they're non-biodegradable and they won't degrade and they will leave bits and pieces of plastic in the soil, which is not too good. Waste products from factories, which can be chemicals, which damage the soil. Excess use of fertilizers and pesticides. Types of soils. This is the last part of the chapter. Sandy soil. In sandy soils, particles are big and the spaces between particles are more. These are well aerated, water can pass through or penetrate easily because of large spaces. Can't hold water, dry in nature, and don't support plant growth. Not much nutrients are found in sandy soil. Clayey soil. It contains of fine particles and has less space in between, not well aerated, absorption of water is easy, and can hold water. Different kinds of plants can grow here because it's nice and fertile. Loamy soil. Mix of large and small particles. They are a combination of sandy, clayey, and silt soil. We will learn about silt soil just after this. Contains humus. They can hold water in appropriate amounts. Support some plant growth. They are called agriculture soil because it's kind of perfect for plant growth. Has calcium and high pH level. High pH level basically means that it's basic because the pH level is from 0 to 14, 7 meaning neutral, 7 below is acidic, and 7 above is basic. Silt soil. Silt soil has smaller particles than sandy soil, bigger than clay soil. Can hold water in some amount, found near water banks, rich in nutrients, are fertile, and can be used for agriculture. Different types of soil are found in different regions, obviously, because of the following factors. Temperature, humidity, wind, sunlight, and rainfall are some factors. Now, in sandy soil, potatoes, corn, peppers can grow. In clay, sprouts, broccoli, beans, cabbage can grow. In loamy, apples, carrots, cucumbers, and tomatoes can grow. Now, why don't we get silt? Because they're basically near the water banks and they don't support vegetation that much. But it can be used, okay? Soil erosion. When the top layer of the soil is removed, the reasons can be no vegetation or deforestation, because if the soil is left alone, the wind or the rainfall will take the top layer away as the rainfall falls and regularly ruins the soil. They kill some organisms in the soil, and that's why it's not very nice soil erosion. The roots of plants help many microorganisms to live. So that's why we want to grow more plants and more vegetation will happen, more microorganisms can live, and that's the end of this chapter. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned what clayey soils are, sandy soil, loamy soil, and silt soil. Hope you understood the different horizons, the different layers, the pH of the soil, the properties, and what is soil. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.